Come on, baby. It's better to get things situated when the cart's not full, or when the wagon's not full. Oh, good morning. Got quite a bit of this field taken care of, opened up at least. All the southern field done. My job is to get the corn out of the way before Dad gets here. Don't be alarmed, it is still me. My wife was just yelling at me to shave my face, so here we are. Okay, we are what some might call rocking and rolling. We are down to about, I don't know, probably like 3 acres, if that. I was talking yesterday about how I thought this farm was gonna maybe do like 180 from all the zeros that were kind of looming around where all the deer ate everything, and the sand just kind of got way too dry. It's actually, yesterday he finished the south side and the patches, and it was 204 or 5, something like that, average. And he said where it's really good, it's running like 260, 270, which is crazy to think, I know, because I said this isn't a very good farm. However, the water table is so high here that dry spring just really didn't do anything, where it wasn't pure sand, obviously. So it was really the perfect year for this farm. I think next year, or maybe this spring, I ought to get Dad a camera so you can see his point of view in like the planter and especially the combine. But if we had a Dad cam, a Randy cam if you want to call it, he could explain to you what field we're on, what varieties he's in, what's going on with the field, and it'd kind of break up the monotonous tone of me just talking to you the whole time. So I don't know, maybe, we'll see. It's like 2023 harvest is officially over. Dad told me that the overall on the combine yield monitor anyway was 217 for the whole field, so that was way better than I was expecting. Like I said, I thought 180 bushel. Dad was telling me that on the combine he jumped the feeder house chain again. Our 7120 would do it every year. It would just be one link off to where the feeder house chain was just kind of sitting crooked. It's doing the same thing on that thing. I told him it's got to just be him. He's doing something wrong. Yeah, you can see the feeder house chain's tweaked. Don't know why. Anyway, we're gonna head these things home, and I'm gonna go home after this and take my wife out to dinner, I think. Okay, here we shall sit until we get an escort, which he is right behind me. That's good timing, eh? What a nice guy. My cop said he saw me coming when I was at the four-way in Lakin there, and he said, I tried to beat you here to the marina on a different road, try and get you over as fast as possible. And I said, actually, I'm waiting on a combine. Yeah, that's good service there. He was right behind me. Good morning. Today's the day that we finally finish harvest. Yes, we technically finished yesterday. However, we do still have a 2-acre plot just right over here by Helena, and it is getting out now. They wanted us to wait until about 10 o'clock. That's when they had things opened up to where they could weigh it themselves and all that good stuff. So that's what we're doing. Got to pay bills this morning and yeah, get that harvested. And then hopefully we can finally get this bin topped off, get this auger down, get the fertilizer in the wagons, get the strip till bar out, and maybe see if any of this junk is gonna run. So Dad is gonna be heading out with the combine now to go pick those 2 acres of corn. And in the meantime, I guess I'll be just running around doing all this grunt work. Like I said, we gotta top this bin off. That'll probably be the first order of business. We do have about 500 bushel left in this baby truck. Don't think it's gonna be able to fit in here, but I guess we'll find out when we climb up there. And then we gotta get this auger down, get it put away, just get it out of the barnyard. Get some of this put away, the baby truck can be backed up onto the lot. That way we've got room to work around here. Oh boy. I would say that the wet holding bin is full. Wow. Suppose I can get this undressed here. Maybe. Oh, there we go. She was stuck on there. There we go. There we are. You can still see some combines rolling. I see a guy working some ground over that way. But I even see some corn standing still. I see some beans standing over that way. There's still guys out here running. Gosh, now I gotta climb down this thing. Oh! Did I get you? Oh, I lied to you guys. We actually do have some corn left to pick. I go to put my foot down to move the steering wheel all the time because the 8270 is down here. And this one I keep forgetting is right here. This is empty. I'm gonna go ahead and shut everything off now. Obviously, we still have a giant mess to clean up here. However, we took the time to do that last year, get everything cleaned up, get everything cleaned out and everything. And those 2 days cost us not getting done in the fall. So it's beautiful out. The strip till bar just needs to be running. And that's all there is to it. 35,000 divided by 56. 625 bushel. Divide that by 2.2 or whatever it was, 284 bushels per acre. That can't be right. I have no idea what that was. They weighed it, they got all their paperwork done. They know what it is. I'm just heading this back home. That plot was over here by the Helena plant that we've got in our field, and that's the house of theirs. So basically, once I get back to the farm, I'm hoping Dad should have the truck out into the field to where I can get to it and dump all this corn off of. We're gonna have both trucks full to go to town. Well, not full, but filled to the point where we gotta take them to town. We're gonna unhook the cart, probably get it just put back in the shed. Well, no, there's a sprayer in the way. We got a lot of stuff in the way. We gotta do another equipment shuffle here, but it's not going to be tonight, so we're probably just going to unhook it somewhere, get the strip till bar hooked up to this, back it up to the shop, get the meters checked and all that stuff, hope that it just runs. The bearings probably got to be replaced, but hopefully it just runs. We do have fertilizer sitting now. Helena actually just brought us the fertilizer today, so both wagons are full. That will probably get us done around the house here. Anyway, that's the game plan. Just basically get the strip till bar on and functioning and hope that it is going to run for all day tomorrow, because that's where I'll be sitting in this tractor with the strip till bar. Now I can't go too far forward here. Well, I can, but the solar panels may not like it.
Taking out the field, open the box. side door and bouncing her a little bit.
Okay.
Get it empty.
Okay.
And we'll remember to shut the doors this time.
You don't want the raccoons in there? That was fun. Yes, if you've seen my previous videos, we forgot to shut the doors after last fall. We opened them up, obviously, and ran it across the field a little bit and got all the corn out of there and just, you know. And anyway, we parked it, put it in the shed, forgot to close those doors. Raccoon got up in there. I think Dad may have seen it walking in the shed one day and said, oh, we forgot to close that, and just popped the lid shut and trapped him in there. Oh, it's disgusting. So I've been fighting with a raccoon all fall. Seriously, I mean, the first time was just trying to get him out of the grain cart, and that was just goop. And then he made it into the semi after the third load. Then made it into the auger and into the wet holding bin, and yeah, he plugged the auger a little bit, and then he plugged the auger on the air system. Didn't realize, and I was digging in there with my hands, taking out parts of raccoon. Oh, I was dealing with them all, literally all fall. It was awful. Anyway, we gotta open these doors. Oh. Get all that grain out of there. And then there's a handle somewhere. Don't know, I can't remember if this is it. This might be it. To open the bottom of the cart. Well, that doesn't look right. Maybe it is. Well, that's right. Lefty loosey. Oh. Would help if I unpinned it. I can't do this one hand. There we go. Maybe it's righty loosey. That's about right. Now we'll go take this across the field and get all this crap out of here. Just feeding the pigeons.
Scraped it out, looks like.
Yep. And I figured we could probably just unhook it here, because it can't go in the shed.
Not until we move a bunch of equipment, and we don't have time for that right now.
That's what I was saying. Throw everything into float here. Now I can unhook all the hydraulics. We're free! Okay, good morning. Let's pick up where we left off. Dad went ahead and got the strip tow bar hooked up last night. Got it backed up to the shop. Let's see how far he's got. Yep, hold on. Gotta drop my arm. It's way down.
It'll fall out.
There we go. Okay. I'm not up all the way on my side. Okay. Yep, it's seated. We pulled that meter out. There's something stuck up there. Kind of looks like a critter, so I really didn't want to grab it by hand. But he's going to be changing the bearings and stuff like that on that meter. He's got to change one of the meters. That rubber portion is all torn up. Probably be able to get a better look at it here in a minute after I get done cleaning this, but he's just got a few odds and ends he's going to replace before he stick it back up there. And in the meantime, I'll be cleaning this out. But yeah, do you see that up there? What is that hanging down? I have no idea. I don't even know what that is from. Huh. Anyway, these really should be taken out every season and leave these doors open so this does not happen. And you take those meters out and submerge them in oil so that the bearings don't go bad and stuff like that. But we had spring strips to make, so there was actually fertilizer sitting in this all fall. Somehow, it was still fine by the time we went to use it in the spring. Anyway, we were planting and spraying and all that other stuff. By the time I got done with this in the spring, it was go time. And we didn't have time to really pull these out and do a good job cleaning it up. And we're paying for it now. Now the meter housing that was on this before was not stainless steel. This is the meter housing. This is from Ready Ag, actually, in Canada. They make these stainless steel metering systems to turn like this Flexicoil cart into a fertilizer caddy. And so that's absolutely necessary. We did not have them on before. And let me tell you, when you're dealing with fertilizer, just make sure that everything that you could possibly get in stainless steel is. That is mangled up pretty good.
Yeah, and the bearing is seized up on this end too.
There was actually a piece of what looked like porcelain in those meters.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, well, no, that was actually like blowing insulation. Like it looked like like packing peanut material, but it was just a glob of it.
Huh.
And then, yeah, I don't know.
Agitator's nice and free.
Yep.
You zip tied these clips
Oh, yeah, so they didn't fall off.
together, and I've never done that. It evidently worked.
Yeah, that is busted off, that U-bolt is. Well, shoot, and it's the inside, too. Oh, yeah, there she goes. Beautiful. It's not a very efficient way of using a hammer, but it'll do. Got it?
The old one out. I have no clue where I'm at.
Yep, you're in. Pretty good job for not knowing where you're at. Okay, that worked. Okay, that's all 42 Zerks on, on the bar. Oh, they wait, hold on, I forgot the hinge points. Oh, yeah, I need the globe off the combine.
I wouldn't.
That's OSHA approved. You want to hold it while I go up there? You know what? I actually might be able to get this without a ladder. And then it just unclips like that, right?
And just like that.
Got fertilizer in all my cuts in my hands. Sure you don't want to just fill it? You know it's gonna run.
Sure. This is last year's.
Okay. So in other words, I would take that out. Yeah, that's a good plan. Otherwise I'll get mixed up. We probably don't want to take off with this. Put the stand still in here. He couldn't get it pulled off because it settled so bad. Don't know where to put that where it'd be in a good spot. Okay, so we're running the 8270 in front of this strip till bar. It's just got a 1330 Flexicoil air card on it. And this is an Orthman 1 tripper. basically all we're doing is we're putting fertilizer inside of this tank here, shooting it through these hoses into the ground and making 8-inch strips so that we can just plant straight into the strip and the fertilizer's all there. Yeah, there should be. Yep. All these electronics that you wanted to put on. Think we could get auto steer on the M?
I don't think so.
No? Okay, what we got to do here is I just got to flag the rear axle. And all he's going to do is he's going to drive forward here, get turned around and go back the opposite direction and get the rear axle lined up with those flags again. And that is to calibrate the GPS that we just set up top there. That way the auto steer is working correctly. Where are you going? Right about there. That's good. Probably doesn't have to be that close, but he wasn't even paying attention. This is gonna bug me if I don't just turn it off now. All that does is just divert the hydraulics from the fan to that auger so that we can fill it. But Dad is gonna go check the rates one more time before we really do anything dumb here and get the rates wrong. And while he's messing with that, I'm gonna go ahead and get this cart and wagon turned around because both of the wagons are backwards right now for us to fill. Wagon is chock full, and the M, well, she don't like it much. Come on, baby. Just trying. Show you. Better to get things situated when the cart's not full, or when the wagon's not full. Oh, poor girl. She's digging ruts. That is probably way too close, but I guess we'll try it. I can already tell you it's too close. Too close. It actually really ain't that bad. I think I just need to back up a little bit and I'd be fine. Well, I only had to parallel park it one time, and I'm not even lying for the camera. I wish I would have recorded it. I mean, it was just beautiful, perfect, beautiful. Okay, let's see what we can get done here. I don't remember what I'm doing. Come up here. Open these up. Grab my tube, throw it in there, start my auger. Out is load, I think. We're gonna run that very slow until it gets shined up so that it don't plug. Open it a little more. Good. Yeah, we'll let this run just a bit. Running out very slowly. Get all the tube and everything shined up so that I don't plug it. I just about did, and it's not any fun, let me tell you. But yeah, this really is quite the simple system. Basically, we've just got a foot pedal up here in the tractor. As soon as we click it, these meters start turning, and those are those rolls that we have in there. That's where all that fertilizer is going to be dropping into. and they'll speed up or slow down based on how much rate we want. And then we've got that big fan on the front of the cart, and that's pushing air through. While those meters are dropping fertilizer down, it shoves it through these tubes, or blows it through there with the air, and then out through the knives in the bottom into the dirt. So instead of spreading fertilizer over top of the ground, we're not having anybody do that. I mean, we have some fields where we're ripping that we're gonna have spread first, but the way we get our fertilizer into the dirt is this strip tilling. So eventually we do want to get to where we've got ammonia set up on this as well, so that we can be putting fertilizer and ammonia strips all at the same time, and it's just done. Because right now we've got to make the strips, and then Dad's coming back with the ammonia bar and putting the ammonia in the strips. Just, this is the first implement that we've ever used on strip till, and it was kind of cobbled together. There wasn't really anything out there at the time. Our neighbor actually built it, and yeah, we ended up with it because we wanted to try it, and we've stuck with it ever since. So eventually we will upgrade to where it'll all be in one machine. And I don't know, we may keep this bar with the other one so that this could be running, you know, the beans, or running on the corn stalks for the beans next year where we don't need ammonia, and then the other strip till bar can be putting the ammonia and the fertilizer down for the corn. So it's, yeah, there's a lot of room for improvement, but it does a really nice job. It is going to be nice this year having both wagons though. We've got this one here, and we bought another one off our neighbor, and we're going to be using that one so that we can hold a lot more fertilizer like at the end of the night, and maybe have one wagon on another farm full of fertilizer while we're finishing one field. Say Helena or AgView closes and they can't get us the fertilizer anymore, we'll at least have another wagon that's sitting somewhere with fertilizer. We can keep going throughout the night, which it really hasn't been that bad with Helena. AgView, this is our first year with AgView bringing us fertilizer, but with Helena, you know, I mean, they'd bring out fertilizer 8 o'clock at night. He'd be at home eating dinner with his family, and then come back and run us fertilizer. So he definitely treated us pretty well, but now we have 2 wagons, so it's not so bad. And they won't have to keep running after us, because I mean, we just feel bad doing that to them. So, but they've been good, and nothing against AgView either. They just didn't have any tender trucks at the time to bring us fertilizer. So now that they do, you know, we bought some fertilizer from them. Just need to make sure we didn't crush anything when we folded that up. I think we've got them routed to where we're not going to crush any of these hoses. Looks good. The implement width is correct. You just need to change the track spacing to 20. I don't know why it was having you set at 30 feet.
Might not have been out of the ground yet. There it is. There's the fertilizer.
It's actually, I mean, these are actually really nice for fall. I mean, that's pretty good. Those look good. Got a few little slabs here and there. It's weird that it's almost acting like it's a little wet yet, but guess what? This is about as dry a fall we've had, so we're gonna go. But it really don't look bad at all. And nothing's broken so far. So like everything pulled. We got air coming out of everything. It's good to me. Okay, everything's running good. However, we do have sensor 1 giving us troubles. The sensor's just bad. I remember that from last fall. And then we have 8 that says it's plugged. And I would say that is correct because it is shooting out of the top here instead of coming out of the shank. So, this shank is plugged. I'll just shove this flag up here. Oh, I'm going to go to the other side so I'm not getting shot by that fertilizer. Shove this right up there. I would say it's definitely blocked. There's a few more sensors, you said?
2.
Oh, 2 more? Okay. I think that's the only one that was bad.
I would say so.
And then 8, I think, is just plugged somewhere up here, and I can't get to it. Or it's plugged right here.
Probably right there.
Yeah. Well, I think it is just plugged right underneath this, so this is what I'm going to tackle first. Okay. That out of the way. Oh, yeah. That's where it was. Had a rock or something in there. It's still in there, I can feel it. Feels like a piece of that porcelain. Exactly what it is. You're go to the other side of my finger. That way, yep. Ah. What a pain.
Let it drop.
Yeah.
Birdie.
Yeah. It looks like floor tile or something.
It does.
Like porcelain floor tile.
It does. Gives you a lot of faith in what we're getting here.
All right, let's try it again. Can we figure that out quick too? Please verify that a product is selected. Go to your green star, hit the bottom right again. Because that's gonna, every time you turn it on.
Yeah, it's gonna be annoying.
All right, hit the GRC dry, bottom left. Oh, I can hear again. All right, let's see if I put him in the right spot. Good. Good to go. I said, well, we got one tank empty, and we didn't even put it in the correct spot.
We'll hit it half the time, probably.
Yeah. Good morning. The last time I spoke to a camera was Dad was trying to strip till. What happened there basically is our license for our RTK expired. We were on a demo and we forgot to, well, we renewed it, but it never went through or something. I don't know. There was something wrong with the globe. He just kind of had to come out and fix it, I guess. So anyway, we have our RTK again. We were making strips a few days ago is when the last video was taken, and it was getting off all the time. We didn't know what was going on. So it's because we were on SF1 or was. We had no subscription. So now we have RTK. Dad has been making strips. I was supposed to be hauling lime. Our neighbor basically said, I don't really need it on those farms anyway. Go ahead and get caught up. Awesome. So I have been working on my old house. I bought a house in the middle of harvest. I know what you're thinking. That's a great idea. Fantastic idea. Who wouldn't want to do that? All this work going on. Let's add buying a new house on top of that and moving everything in the middle of harvest. I got a bunch of stuff moved. The last rain delay we had, the only rain delay we had, basically. I got everything moved over. We're in our new house now. In the old house, I just need to finish remodeling it. So that's what I was doing the last couple days. It is basically to the point now where I think I can put it on the market. And here we are today. I'll be taking over the strip till bar, I believe anyway. Dad will probably be finishing his home chores as far as paperwork and things like that. He's gotten the 93 done across by Helena, the 120 done south of the house. I don't know how much further he's gotten. He's probably gotten further than that, but I don't know. Dad said he's doing good running the strip till bar. He actually enjoys running it, so I'm gonna let him keep doing his thing for today. I have got just about one more day left on that house that I'm working on. I just got to get things cleaned out of it, all my tools, stuff like that, touch up some paint. So anyway, not much going on today. I'm sure Dad probably doesn't want a camera in his face for now, so until next time, I guess. Hopefully I'll be back tomorrow in a strip till bar. And you know, we'll see you then. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for watching so far.